Yeah, all right, my flow sinister.
Today.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On second down, a run with Etienne. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McLeod toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McLeod. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Jags are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. McLeod. And that is incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Jackson's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. McLeod. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McLeod escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Jackson finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod forced out to his left. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Etienne up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 1st and 10. McLeod throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. McLeod. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, McLeod. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 3rd down, Potts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run on 1st down. Friedman knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Potts skirts by at the 15. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable because so many of them were. 982 and counting.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McLeod. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. McLeod over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Up the middle they go. Potts. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Potts. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Potts. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. as the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Potts, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Friedman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jackson now. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. Throwing on 1st down. McLeod got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Working with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. McLeod. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. Forced out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. To throw on second down, McLeod. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff up the middle. Potts. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Straight ahead, Etienne. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, McLeod. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Sliding it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McLeod finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, McLeod. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down, Potts.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff for Etienne, finding room at midfield. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw. McLeod.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. On on 1st and 10. It's Etienne.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McLeod.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Etienne.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw. McLeod. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, McLeod.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, McLeod.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Here's 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. A short throw to Ingram. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
This will be complete to Mechie.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Potts. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 29, Jackson. And this one's incomplete. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, Jackson. Being chased out left. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on first down. Potts. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On second down now, Friedman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Potts. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gregory.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Potts.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Potts. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle they go. Friedman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Potts. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Ravens Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.